My name is Bishop Lafer, and this is my Week 2 Homework Develop Fruit Database Application Screencast. Our assignment was to create a database, or a CRUD database, create, read, update, and delete database that stores information about fruits. This is what my fruits.php page looks like. So if a user was to type in fruit, say grape, and it is purple, and then click submit, you can see that it is added down here. And then if the user is to go ahead and delete that, the delete functionality was optional, but I was able to complete it. So if I were to click delete, then it goes away. So what that looks like in the code is I have fruits.php here, and I'm setting up the database connection using a PDO, PHP database object. And then this says if server request method is post, then store the information collected from the form and get ready to insert it into the database SSL that we just connected to up here. So here I'm binding the parameters fruit name and fruit color, and then I'm executing this SQL statement here to insert that information into the database. And this is just the HTML. I have the form here that collects the information from the user, and then I have the table set up here to go ahead and input the database information into, and this PHP script here is what actually inserts it into the HTML and prints the information out to the user. So fetching all using an associative array from the database, and then I'm inputting it into table into one row by using the column names in the database here, and then the delete is just a link that calls the URL delete fruit.php and passes the parameter of ID here. So if it's clicked, then if a user clicks delete, then it calls this page or this script where I'm connecting to the database again. I'm getting the ID from the URL, the parameters passed in the URL, and then I prepare a SQL statement that says delete from fruits where ID in ID, and then here I execute that statement and then send the user back to the fruits.php page with the updated updated database information. So I'll try it again. Say this time we have a white grape. Submit, and if I don't want that, I can go ahead and delete it, but instead we'll delete one that I put in previously because we've got several apples. Go ahead and delete those two apples. We can add another apple. This time it'll be yellow. And that is my application. Thank you much.